Hi everyone, welcome back to the allotment. Had a very enjoyable afternoon here. It's been quite a lovely afternoon, quite sunny, sort of all the time. Done quite a lot of work. Also, the rain that we've had over the last sort of 2 or 3 days, means everything has really sort of shot up, and all the things we've planted over the last couple of weeks, really looking very healthy now. So things like cabbages, pumpkins, courgettes, beans, and so on, they're looking great. Unfortunately, all the weeds keep growing as well, but there's nothing you can really do about that other than try and keep on top of it, which is what I've been doing today. But of course, I am here for the allotment dram. Probably wondering why I'm sort of waffling on about what I've been up to when I know you're here for the whiskey. So what is today's allotment dram, I hear you ask? I've picked label 5, the Gold Heritage. So this is a blended Scotch whiskey, and label 5 is quite a big brand actually, and well within the top 10 best-selling whiskey brands in the world. It nestles sort of in 7th, 8th, 9th sort of place in that top 10 there. So very, very well liked, very well regarded. Not so well known in the UK, but particularly big in places like France. You have sort of Australia, Asia, and so on. So you might have seen actually reviewed the label 5, the bourbon barrel, single grain, relatively recently. So you may have seen that. That's of course just a single grain on its own. Whereas with this, you have a very traditional way of making a blend with the single grain plus some single malts in there from different places around Scotland. So yeah, it sits within the core range. You have the classic black just below it, and then you have some age statements at 12 and 18 years above it. So yeah, a real sort of quite underrated favourite of ours actually. So let's have a taste of this, the Gold Heritage. As you can see, it is, vibrant gold. Just love whiskies that have this sort of shine and vibrancy to them. Let's have a smell. So yeah, it is quite a distinct sort of sweetness there. There's like a honey, sort of golden, or maybe even maple syrup, something like that. There's also some vanilla, some green fruits. We're thinking like pear, apple, maybe a bit of peach or something in the background there. It's quite malty as well. It's quite a nice sort of sweet, almost a hint of bittersweet sort of maltiness to it. Yeah, very, very sort of welcoming. Let's have a taste. Yeah, again, to start with, it's that maltiness that really comes through. It's quite gripping, really grips the taste buds, and then you get this lovely sort of sweetness. It's got this fabulous mix of this sort of golden syrup, honey, maybe like a bit like a sort of heather honey, or that sort of runny honey, and then you've got some the green fruit, particularly the apple this time. It's a bit more stewed than it was on the nose as well. And then you've got a hint of this slightly tropical, like that peach thing from the nose, maybe a hint of like pineapple or something like that as well. Let's have another taste. And once you get past that slightly gripping maltiness at the start, it's so soft, it's quite viscous, and it just has this so lovely feel. So yeah, really, in the UK, really underrated. So if you can, I'd say search it out for sort of a lovely example of a blended whiskey, and one you may not have tried before. So thanks for watching, and until next time, from me and the label 5, cheers.